Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the #1 show in cryptocurrency. Happy Monday. I don't even know if it's a happy Monday. It's January 27th, and the crypto markets are dipping. Not looking good, but I don't think that there's any reason to panic today, guys. There's something called Deepseek, a Chinese company that came out with some AI that's getting a lot of people a little bit upset, a little bit skeptical of what's been taking place in the AI market here in America. We're going to be talking about that, whether we should be panicking, selling, or buying more, which I'll tell you right now, I have been buying more of my higher conviction plays. We'll take a look at the markets in just a second. We'll take a look at some of the top meme coins. But before then, let's welcome in Rodney Sorts. And Rodney, how we doing?
What's up, baby? Out here in Mammoth, taking a little vacay. And yeah, the markets are freaking out. Sorry, it looks like I look like a runaway slave right now. Got to find a good barber out here in Mammoth. And let me tell you something, Jake. Ain't no niggas in Mammoth. So it's going to be hard for me to find a good barber out here, bro. Ain't no niggas.
Yeah, I mean, you're up in the mountains, up in the snow.
Yeah, it's like 5 black people.
You don't look too bad, bro. You actually look good. Is that a Lofi sweatshirt I see too?
Let's go. #2 meme coin now, sweet. But still, we repping Lofi out here. That's how we do. But the AI thing is interesting. And, you never know what's going on. Obviously, the market's dumping. Obviously, NVIDIA, $4 trillion market cap stock, absolutely dumping. People are freaking out. They're emotional because they think they see this relatively small new AI created out of China, right? Outperforming in every, I guess, I have a video on it. We'll watch the video later. Major category performing, ChatGPT and OpenAI, which is absolutely insane. So it's going to be interesting.
Absolutely. We're going to pull it up here in just a second. Watch the video. Like I said, I don't think there's anything to really panic about, anything to worry about. And we'll get into it. But let's just take a quick look at the markets just to see exactly how we're doing today. So Bitcoin, $101,000 Bitcoin. Rodney.
Wow.
It's $101,000 Bitcoin. Why? We don't need to panic, right? We don't need to panic.
Yeah.
Let's just zoom in though and see kind of where we were at, So for the past 7 days, a lot of volatility since the election. The election was 7 days ago today, 1 week ago today. We're at $105,000 Bitcoin. We dropped all the way down to $101,000 Bitcoin. We ran all the way back up to $106,000 Bitcoin. Is that 106? $106,000 Bitcoin. And then last night we were trading at 105,000, and then we dropped below $98,000 this morning. So a lot of volatility when it comes to crypto, a lot of volatility when it comes to Bitcoin. If you've been in this space for quite some time, you know this is expected and it's also normal.
Jake, I want to share a tab real quick before we get into Ethereum. If you want to pull this up, Coach. Now, this is interesting, right? So, when it comes to meme coins, we're always like, what is the dev selling and those sorts of things? Well, Arkham, obviously trusted source in the space, gives us pretty much just everything that's going on the blockchain and stuff like that. Shows that the Ethereum devs are selling some more. So shout out to Vitalik. You know what I mean?
What is that? So who is that? Is that actually Vitalik, or is that just some other developer? I saw that post this morning too.
Yeah, Ethereum Foundation dev, probably early investors, Ethereum Foundation devs, those sorts of things. Selling. So that's interesting, right? I don't know for what, obviously, they've been known to sell before, but interesting timing since people feel like Ethereum can't catch a break,
Absolutely. So yeah, wild stuff there, but selling at $3,000. I mean, they got in at, a penny. So it is what it is. But people always get pissed about meme coin developers selling and dumping the charts where it's like ETH does it, and it's legal for them to do it. It's fine for them to do it, but it's not okay for other people to do it. Very, very interesting. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Cody in the house. We got Kevin as well. Welcome everybody to the stream. Let's get back into this right here. So ETH, $3,100. How low did ETH go today? Let's see. Ethereum fell all the way down. I don't think we dipped below 3K, did we? Maybe for a second. No, ETH held above $3,000, which is pretty nice. So ETH recovering right now, $3,100. I saw it at $3,000 this morning. XRP back up to 296. XRP was down to like 280 this morning. Solana 234. Dogecoin still around a $50 billion market cap. Cardano's at 91 cents. Chainlink is at $23. Tron is at 24 cents, which the World Liberty Financial Token, Donald Trump's token, has been buying a lot of Tron. AVAX at $34. Toncoin, $5. Stellar Lumens is at 40 cents. Hedera, HBAR is at 30 cents. SWI, Rodney, one of our favorite tokens, favorite layer 1 blockchains, is at $3.82, taking a massive hit since its $5 all-time high. Pretty sure SWI had an all-time high back in January, like literally this month, $5+ Let's see.
This December.
So January 4th, $5.35 for SWE. Now down to 382. Are you still as bullish as SWE as you were a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we see with some of these altcoins that have runs before the rest of the market. Remember, there's a point where like the market was pumping and dumping, and it seemed like SWE was just going up. They focus on user experience first. I mean, transactions are lightning fast. I'm starting to hear rumors about Apple and SWE or something like that on X, like on social media.
What was that about?
Altcoin Daily posted about it. I don't know. It could just be some rumors, but yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I saw that live on stream on Altcoin Daily's post. Wasn't sure what that was about with Apple. But interestingly enough, let's get into some of the meme coins too, Rodney, because there has been a little bit of a shakeup. Make sure this is updated. So we went through Doge, went through SHIB. The Trump token, Rodney, which launched, I think it's been about 10 days, still holding up pretty strong at a $5.47 billion market cap. It actually flipped Pepe earlier this morning to become the number 3 meme coin in the world. So Trump holding up stronger at a $5.4 billion market cap. This is actually surprising because it had such a crazy start.
Yeah.
That when you see the market dip, I mean, it kind of has bottomed out. Since that Melania token launched, we've kind of been trading this $5 to $6 billion range. But Trump holding around a $5.47 billion market cap. Are you still bullish on Trump?
Yeah, I think what people should like, if you hold Trump, and what should make you feel good is to see that Trump's actually just moving with the meme coin market. I wouldn't even say market; I would say meme coin market. Remember, meme coins pump and dump at a faster rate than the market. I mean, the general market. That's why we like meme coins, because they're explosive. So the fact that Trump is still around the 3rd or 4th meme coin when it comes to market cap size should make you guys feel pretty good about Trump going in the future. So if you hold Trump, it's part of the game. Volatility is crazy. It's going to scare a lot of people, but lock in, lock in.
I've been dollar cost averaging into Trump. I don't know if I'm stupid. I don't know if it's going to zero, but I do think that Donald Trump having a meme coin is bullish. And when you look at some of these other meme coins here that we have today, it's like you got Dogecoin, you have SHIB, you have Pepe, you have Bonk, you have Pudgy Penguins, but it's like there's nothing more memeable than the United States President Donald Trump. And every time that he talks or does something, he's going to be in the news. Anytime that he does pro-crypto things, he's going to be in the news. And I feel like just betting on Trump is a good bet this cycle for me. I mean, everybody can do what they want, but holding up pretty strong. Like if you would have told me that the markets would have corrected as much as they would have today, I would have said Trump, that was trading at a $5.5 billion market cap yesterday, would probably go down to a $3 billion market cap. But instead, it's still trading at a $5.5 billion market cap. So not much happening. What's up, Chef? In the chats, not much happening with Trump. And honestly, I think it's actually bullish. If there's one thing we can take away if you're a Trump holder from this recent correction, is that it's kind of bullish that it's still holding around a $5.5 billion market cap while all other meme coins are dipping down drastically.
Yeah, it's like just, it's a meme coin based off probably the most popular person in the world right now, the president of the United States. And he's going to be more and more in the news. There's going to be more stuff done for crypto. And it's kind of like, we mentioned before, it's kind of like a, in real time kind of whatever that score is called, approval rating and those sorts of things. So Trump's going to be fine. If you bought Trump, I think it's going to be fine. I can't imagine a meme coin that Trump shilled from Truth Social and from his own account rugging or dumping drastically. There's going to be some sort of manipulation to get it going, or something to get it to pump. So I cannot see this meme coin dumping. Crypto's crazy, but it just wouldn't make sense. Trump wouldn't want to lose in that way and face criticism. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And Vision says, what are your targets for Trump, lads? Well, we're at a $5.5 billion market cap. And these are just our thoughts, guys, our predictions, my predictions. But I mean, for me, Dogecoin ran to 89 billion last cycle. SHIB ran to 42 billion. You don't think that the Trump token has a 10x in it to a $55 billion market cap? Yeah. And Rodney, you've been in the space, long enough. You understand that whenever a token has this parabolic run up, like Pepe did, like SHIB did, an 80% correction is actually normal, and it's to be expected. Trump had about a 75% correction, which a lot of people were waiting to buy the dip. And honestly, it was making pretty good progress yesterday and even today. I mean, you see a little bit of a green candle today, even though the markets are down significantly. So no one knows, anything can happen. But if the markets do what we expect them to do this cycle, I don't see any reason why Trump can't reach a $50+ billion market cap.
Yeah, and Steve make a comment in saying, does the market cap really matter when they put $500 million in liquidity? The chart looks like half a rug regardless. I would say that's a great thing. If you just look at Pepe, the market cap to liquidity ratio is not there. But it's there. It's typical meme coin fashion, but you don't see that type of ratio in meme coins. And the reason why they did that and made the liquidity so fat is to make it appealing to people that want to get in, big money that would want to get in and get out of the project smoothly. You don't have those big price impacts when you're selling a huge bag or buying a big bag and those sorts of things. So that's good for it going forward. And to me, that shows that they're actually somewhat serious about having a project that stands the test of time. Remember, they had that 3-year lock schedule, right? Where not all the tokens are going to be released till the end of his presidency. And I'd warn you guys, Trump is kind of a grifter. He is. Like in the past, he likes to sell things. I do think that crypto is part of that too. And, barring, a third term is probably going to be it for him in the Oval Office. So he's trying to make some money on the way out. So, good to be able to make some money with him.
Yeah, I think it's going to rip. I mean, this chart looks pretty healthy. In terms of just a parabolic run up, launching Melania was probably the dumbest thing that they could have ever done. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. But at a $5.5 billion market cap, for me, I might even bid more, right? I might even bid more because I do expect that the markets are going to be rebounding here. Roddy, did you ever grab any MLG? I've been talking about MLG for a while. I think I sent it to you. Did you ever grab any MLG?
No, I haven't. I don't really like it. I don't. To be honest, I mean, if you want me to go off top, I'll say it, but I just don't think it's like the phase guys. I don't see it.
Right. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I think it's appreciated. It is up 74%. Look at this.
Yeah, Aiden Ross tweeted about it.
74% in the past 24 hours, up to $118 million market cap. This was kind of funny. This was like the generational top, but Thread Guy says bull market is accelerating. Aiden Ross followed him and he said, yo, Thread Guy, let me know what to buy and when to buy. I don't care. I'm listening to every single call.
Yeah.
And then FaZe Banks tweets out, everybody's showing Aiden Ross bags right now, trying to get their little piece of them. Fall back, retards. I'm on FaceTime with him right now. We are onboarding him the right way to this shit. Keep your greasy little fingers off him. He's making no moves in this market without considering me and my team first. Consider me Aiden Ross's manager for all things crypto related until further notice. And this sent MLG skyrocketing. Even though he didn't tweet about it, he didn't buy it, he didn't say anything about it. Yeah. Just the fact that FaZe Banks is all in on MLG, obviously he's very close with Aiden Ross. A lot of people had that speculation, but MLG ripping. I think I called it on this channel around a $50 or $60 million market cap. It's up 2x since then, and I'm holding long term with MLG. I think it's going to be $1 billion project.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not too, I'm not too bullish on it. I just, like whatever, I don't trust those guys, to be honest. Just don't.
Who, the FaZe guys?
Yeah, nah, they're, just not the vibe, not something I'm like. If you're trying to make a quick buck, yeah, but long term hold, I don't think so. But it's just my opinion.
What is a long term hold in crypto? It's like the fucking quick flips. Yeah, I mean, it's just you never. I think the only long term hold for me is Bitcoin. Like define long term, more than a year, more than 4 years, more than 10 years.
Like
I think the only long term hold for me right now is Bitcoin. Even my ETH I sell, even my Solana I take profits on. I got into them early. Something I'm holding long term is SWE. I think SWE is going to have a good, but even long term for SWE for me is like till 2025, right? Which we're in 2025. But yeah, meme coins, man, they come and go. Meme coins come and go. But anytime that you have such a big person promoting it, right? FaZe Banks, millions and millions of followers going so hard on it at such a low market cap. I mean, $100 million market cap is not that much at all, right? 120 million. Especially in a bull run, you can build something to the billion. So I'm bullish on it. That's why this show's good, because
we gonna see.
Yeah. So we will see. That is for sure. I'm holding long term.
It's
especially because FaZe Banks is apparently getting a lot of big people in it, but we will we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. So let's get into the Deepseek stuff, Roddy. Wild stuff happening with China, with AI. What's all this drama about?
Hold on, let me pull up since I'm using Chrome tab now for sharing things. You can only share one thing at a time, which is kind of retarded. But let's go to this YouTube video that I have right here, because this is.
Wait, why can you only? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's because it's only one tab at a time. I can't share like a whole.
With audio, right?
Yeah, with audio. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
All right. So this is pretty much the gist of the situation. Let me know if you can hear it.
English, coding, math, and Chinese.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Here we go.
It actually performs really damn well. So here is a table of various benchmarks from like English, coding.
If you guys don't know the background of Deepseek, pretty much, obviously, the big hubbub right now is that pretty much with OpenAI, right? Like ChatGPT, Sam Altman, Google, all these big faces and figures in our space, the big tech guys, they're spending billions of dollars on AI, right? Billions of dollars. And you need the NVIDIA chips, I guess, to make them, apparently. Well, the United States doesn't allow China, I guess, or limits them on NVIDIA chips. So they can't use those chips, right, to make their AI. And I guess that it limits it, right? But apparently this small little, I guess, AI group out of China, I call Deepseek. That's not the name of the group. Apparently, they were able to build something better than OpenAI for like $6 million, something crazy like that. And this is all the categories that it beats, OpenAI. Just check it out.
Bing, math, and Chinese, and the values in bold indicate the highest performer. So you can see that for most of these, Deepseek is actually better than OpenAI's O1 model, which is like their flagship model. This is a PhD level AI that can solve really hard math, coding, and science problems. But you can see Deepseek, especially for math, just crushes O1. This is absolutely insane. Here's another chart, which I showed at the beginning of this video. Deepseek R1 is the dark blue bar on the left, and you can see for most of these benchmarks, it beats OpenAI's O1, which is
crazy, right? If you see that's nuts. And the biggest thing is like NVIDIA just dominates so much of the market right now, $4 trillion. A lot of people said it's overpriced. I mean, the fact that this is, allegedly they're not using these chips, which a lot of people are saying they are. It's from China. They could be lying. There's not a lot really known. I guess it is open source, so you can use Deepseek. But it just goes to show that even with all like the power of the United States and all the money we have, that China's kind of whooping our ass in AI with a, just a small kind of little company here. But we'll continue.
In dark gray, or is at least tied with it. Again, keep in mind, Deepseek is a completely open source and free model that you can run locally, whereas OpenAI is closed source. We have no idea how O1 was designed or what exactly it is. So this is incredible progress. Now, those are just their published metrics, but is it really that good? Let's look at some independent evaluations. Here we have a new benchmark called Humanity's Last Exam. This is a pretty insane benchmark. This is designed to be the world's most difficult AI benchmark, and it really tests AI models on expert level capabilities across various fields. And as you can see here, even for the top models like GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet and Gemini Thinking, or even O1, its performance is pretty bad. I mean, this is under 10%. GPT-4o is under 4%. But you can see out of all these models, Deepseek R1 actually scored the highest. So this,
and we don't watch the whole video, but that's pretty much the gist of that whole thing. So obviously we're getting dominated by a small little Chinese company, and United States, we don't like to lose in that manner. You know what I mean? Which is interesting. Now there's a bunch of news coming out, and I wish I could share a bunch of tabs. I can't share a bunch of tabs. I have to do it all at once.
Yeah, you just gotta minimize. You just gotta minimize, and if they don't have sound, you can do it all at once.
Is it window, entire screen? I can't. It's just Chrome tab, window, entire screen. Yeah, I can't.
Entire screen.
Yeah, you can do entire screen. When you share it, you go to share screen, and then hit window, and yeah, you can do the whole tab.
Yeah. Wait, can you see? See now, you're gonna get us. You're gonna get it. Look at it. Can you see now? Like everything I'm sharing.
Yep.
You can see Watcher Guru.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is.
You have to make it into a separate tab. You have to have StreamYard on one tab, and then this in the another tab.
Yeah. So obviously, NVIDIA shares fall 13%, erasing $500 billion in market value. So everyone's freaking out. Now, DB just posted something which I thought was interesting. So shout out to DB, big guy in this space. So Deepseek says service degraded due to large-scale malicious attack. Business, right? So obviously, and then he posts this picture of Trump. Nothing personal, kiddo. That was pretty interesting, right? So Deepseek in a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, their service went down here in America, and yeah, I mean, there's just so many rumors when it comes to it. The fact that what do they say? It only cost them $5.6 million to launch.
I mean, yeah, exactly, and without using the NVIDIA chips, allegedly.
But dude, there's so many rumors. There was a guy that went on that show with Sorkin. Yeah. What is it? The Squawk Box, in which he talks about the fact that they have like thousands of NVIDIA chips. They're not allowed to, but they illegally have thousands of NVIDIA chips.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they did. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much the gist of the situation. I mean, obviously AI is huge. Obviously Donald Trump made that a priority. And it'd be weird for us to get, beat by, obviously, first of all, China, right? China's our biggest competitor for everything. And you think about AI, I mean, it's got to be the most powerful technology out there. Like, it's so important. especially like if you think about like robots in the future and just machine learning and those sorts of things, like this weird world where like you see the Terminator, right? Where like, I don't know, who knows? We might get to a world where everything is controlled by computers. And what if there's this large massive attack like on just like our systems and, airports and all kinds of shit. Like it's scary for China to be winning that race, in my opinion. So
it is scary, and we are moving towards that world. But you're right. Like Donald Trump put so much money into AI and crypto, and like if China, I mean, it is kind of like weird timing, though, right? I mean, 1 week after his election, all of a sudden there's just AI company that launches, and it's only $5 million. And they're doing exactly what OpenAI does, but realistically, they literally crashed on day one. Is it because too many people used it? Probably. It was the number one in the App Store, but yeah, apparently it cost Deepseek like $5.6 million to launch, whereas OpenAI here in America is valued at $157 billion. So even the president of El Salvador, he tweeted about it, and their main thing was like, wait, so all of the cost of an AI company is just overhead, like these massive buildings and locations and salaries in San Francisco, where there's a company in China that can do it for $5 million. But then again, another side of that is like, hey, OpenAI, they developed this technology, and China is just kind of quote unquote allegedly stealing it. So there are a lot of questions that come up, but I mean, to cause $2 trillion, good morning, Crypto Confident, $2 trillion to crash from the markets, is that necessary? I mean, I don't think that this dip was really warranted. It's not a black swan event. It's not a black swan event for me.
Yeah, but people like what they see is like people, we don't know if they're illegally using the chips or not. And people see like, oh, we have all this money in NVIDIA, and these, people are, building the best AI systems without them. So what, NVIDIA is useless. And there's been a lot of like rumors and stuff about how it's, we're in a bubble and the price is overinflated anyway. So, people are emotional. It's like when we always talk about this all the time, when Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan and smoked some weed and people were selling Tesla shares. It's like, why? Because he just went on Elon Musk to smoke some weed, but the market's emotional, so we'll see how we respond in the weeks and months to come. And all this stuff is actually true, but it's very interesting, right? And a lot of people looking at NVIDIA a little differently now, which we're not traditional stock guys. We're crypto guys. No. We're all in on crypto,
Yeah, we are, but it's, it was probably overvalued when you do pull up the NVIDIA stock. I'm actually going to pull it up right here and see NVIDIA stocks.
His comments, bro.
It's down 15% today.
I need a cut, bro. Jesus.
Down 15% today at $120. What was it at? It was at $145. Looks like a meme coin. 6 months. It's still up on the 6 months, but NVIDIA has just been pumping. It's still up in the past 6 months, but yeah, 15% today. Yeah. Obviously not good. Who knows? Who actually knows what's going on with this? That's but I don't.
Stock, right?
What's that?
That's huge for a stock, right?
Yeah. This stock has, what's the market cap of NVIDIA? Trillions? It's got to be bigger than Bitcoin.
And the thing is, like,
it's bigger than the whole crypto space. So yeah, it lost hundreds of billions of dollars.
Crypto's bigger, I think, than it right now. Like $500 billion.
It was probably before 15% pullback.
Oh yeah, probably close.
Yeah. Like as of yesterday, it was probably bigger than the entire. It was probably more than 3.5 trillion. If it's at 3 trillion today, it lost 15%. It was probably much bigger. Yeah.
It's an interesting situation. We'll see. Obviously we're not big tech guys, but I'm so tapped into like global stuff. Like I'm just like, I probably watch way too much news, even though I'm out here in the mountains by myself. You guys want a view, by the way?
Yeah. Show us. Dox your location.
I don't give a fuck. Come see me, motherfuckers. What's up? I got that thing on me. I wish a motherfucker would. No, actually, some friends would be nice though. I'm getting kind of lonely. I'm not gonna lie.
It's only been one day.
I know. I got some escorts on the way. I'm just kidding.
You. Wow, bro. Beautiful. There's something about the snow that's just so relaxing.
It's different, bro. It's different.
In the morning, beautiful.
I'm about to go snowboard.
That is nice, bro. What a life. What a life. So are you worried at all? Markets are dipping. Are you worried at all? Are you panicking at all?
I'm always tapped into, think about it. Like, I don't know if there's ever going to be a huge world war, right? But it's going to start, right? Dominance is going to come from, technology. And literally, when it comes to, traditional warfare, those sorts of things, yes, it matters now, but it won't matter, I think, in 30, 50 years. It's all going to be about drones and AI and computers and stuff like that. So we have to win that. And I'm always thinking about that, So
I think we are too. I think Trump is too.
Exactly.
Joe, exactly. Shalom. Good to see you. I think that Trump is thinking about it as well, which is why he wants to lead AI. I honestly, Rodney, I think of this whole thing as a fucking scam. I think that what's it called? Deep dive? What's it called? Deepseek.
Deepseek.
I think the Deepseek is a fucking scam. Yeah. I think it was a attack by China who's manipulating their AI. It doesn't even work. I mean, first off, it crashed within one day.
Yeah, exactly.
You ask it answers. They ask, who's our leader? And it literally goes, our leader is Xi Jinping. And then it's like, sorry, I can't answer that. You ask it about that one moment. Remember where that one guy stood in front of the Chinese tanks as like a message of show? You ask about that, it won't answer it. So there's obviously flaws. I definitely don't want to have, and no disrespect to the Chinese people, but I don't want to have any biased Chinese AI running this world, right? Yeah. From a communist party. I'm already skeptical about Americans having biases with AI like Gemini did when you ask, hey, paint me a picture of the founding fathers. And it paints like 3 different black men and an Indian woman. Yeah. It's like, what is this shit?
AI is always going to have their biases. You know what I mean? Like, I think Grok's probably the only one that doesn't, and it does a little bit, but is not as bad as because, you know, Elon Musk is, they get that guy, you know, but all these major corporations with like a reputation, they're not going to put anything, especially in China. Like China has a closed internet, you know, like North Korea, like this, you know. And
why do we allow China to have products here, but we can't have products there? Like, why is TikTok here? Why is Deepseek here? Why is OpenAI and Twitter not in China?
Because we're the land of freedom. People get to choose what they want. You know, I mean, we don't tell people what to do, but there's a gift. It's a gift and a curse. You know, so yeah,
absolutely. I know you're gonna be lonely up there in the mountains. I got a show Netflix recommendation for you, Rodney. We have American Primeval on Netflix. Very, very good show. It's like #1 trending on Netflix. I watched it this weekend, but American Primeval, I highly recommend it. I think that you'll like it while you're up there in the mountaintops.
Nice. Okay. Hell yeah, man. Now I got some friends coming here in a few days. I got Spence coming, and then some friends from San Diego come in, and I'm sure there's gonna be some more people coming in. I found a gym already up here. I'm already, yeah.
You're getting dialed. You're getting dialed. So markets have been dipping. I put my money where my mouth is. I've been buying the dip a little bit today. Some of the tokens I bought, Rodney, I bought some SPX.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most bullish tokens at a $1 billion market cap.
Nice. Yeah. Good. That's a good play. Yeah.
I like it. I mean, dude, it was people were panicking. I was buying it at a $1.4 billion market cap. Yeah. I was top blasting the day before the election, the day before the inauguration, after Trump launches meme coin. I'm like, oh my God, meme coin's going to go parabolic. Like, I literally top blasted at the wrong time. I still think it's going to do well, but I bought a lot of meme coins the day before Trump. So 2 days after Trump launched Trump, the day before he launched Melania, I was top blasting, which turned out to be pretty fucking stupid. As of now, I think that they'll recover pretty nicely. But what's your overall take on meme coins? Still bullish on the meme coin sector? I mean, there's so many right now. Trump launched, a lot of liquidity moved into the Trump token. What is your take on what's going on in the meme coin space? Will some of these top meme coins survive? We had a fucking Toshi listing on Coinbase. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to pull up this meme real quick. Let me know you got my screen pulled up. Links posted this. I guess there was a says Murad is approaching with your order from Chipotle Mexico. You know, if you order Postmates, you get like a notification. I guess this guy's name was Murad. That says the meme coin super cycle is over. But Jake, I think the meme coin super cycle is just beginning, and you know why? We're starting to see a lot more and more like influencer tokens, but like in a different way, right? Like not like celebrities, but like just people that are already in the crypto space. We saw one with Shytoshi. We saw one with Mario Fall, like a bunch of different people. And I think people are now emboldened to do these sorts of things because Donald Trump did it. And I have a feeling that the SEC is going to be pretty loose with these sorts of things. So if you think of meme coins in that way, I think the meme coin super cycle has just begun. There's going to be so many good plays. And the way to be in the loop is to be in the loop, which is being tapped in the trenches. You know, you and I were talking yesterday a lot, and I mean, the trenches are crazy right now. So there's a lot of money to be made if you know who to follow and if you're, you know, up on game and you know when to sell and those sorts of things. But I do, I have to, offer some sort of caution. That caution is, I mean, when there's profits to be made, sometimes you have to take profits. Some of these trades are quick flips, but I think the meme coin space is fucking booming right now. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah. And David Sachs came out and he was talking about meme coins and NFTs and kind of defining this on like a Fox News article or a Fox News interview. And he says he pretty much defined meme coins as collectibles, not as a security, as a collectible, right? Yeah. So I think that, I mean, can I create a product that's a collectible? I mean, Trump did it. Melania did it, right? They're saying, hey, this is not an investment. Or, I mean, like, we all know what it is. Like, people are buying it because they want to make money. But the legal wording around it is that this is just a way to support and buy a collectible in someone that you like. So I think that more and more people will launch cryptocurrency projects. I just saw Barack Obama's like stepbrother, Malik Obama. He just launched a shitcoin.
Bro.
He just launched a shitcoin called Obama. Look, there's going to be good ones and bad ones. Obviously, the Trump one, a good one. Melania probably should have been a good one, just at the wrong time. Like, Rodney, I think if Trump would have ran up to about a 30 billion market cap today, and then they launched Melania, it probably would have been a good time. But how they did it, like on day two, was just, it rubbed everyone the wrong way.
You know, I honestly think they had a bunch of meme coins ready to go out, and I think that they saw that the reception or the way we received Melania, and they didn't like it. I think they kind of just didn't send the other ones. But I just think that if they would have left it at Trump, it would have been great. But I still think that Trump is still a powerful meme coin, still number 3. I mean, if you think about the meme coin space, Jake, like there's a lot of like places that, you know, we haven't been yet. Obviously, Dogecoin would hit 80 billion. We had SHIB hit 40 billion in the last cycle. We haven't had anyone get close to those numbers except for Doge, right? But as the entire crypto market cap grows, and the meme coin market cap grows, like some of these meme coins are going to be some senders. So it's about finding the good ones right away and being able to hold long term. And I think Trump is one of those. So if you're holding Trump, I wouldn't even worry about that. I think it's one meme coin that I kind of just hold and just don't even like stress about it every day. But I know a lot of people that are new to the space call it a slow rug, or it'll go up 10,000% in a few days and go down 50% one day, and people are freaking out or some shit like that. It's like that's the name of the game. We see it all the time. But yeah, you know, when it comes to I do want to talk about this though. When it comes to the SEC and stuff like that, if you want to pull up my screen here real quick, it says the SEC has partially won its bid to throw out Kraken's defense, with a California federal judge nixing the exchange's argument that Congress hadn't given the regulatory power over crypto. Now, I thought that we would see a lot of these enforcements kind of going away.
What does this mean? It won its bid to throw out Kraken's defenses.
Yeah.
Nixing a California federal judge nixing the exchange's argument that Congress hadn't given the regulator power over crypto.
Yeah, so they're saying that Congress has never given like the SEC like power over crypto, but the thing is like the SEC's Securities and Exchange Commission, it kind of has power over things. That's an argument, right? But it's interesting to see these battles still going on right now, even though we have Trump as a president, and apparently, so I wonder if these lawsuits are going to eventually get thrown out, or we're going to see a continuation of them, because what would be absolutely catastrophic is finding out that any of the lawsuits that XRP is dealing with right now are going to be pursued. Like that would be absolutely fucking catastrophic. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I look, just the same way that you like look at what's happening in the Department of Defense and all of these other industries, like Gary Gensler's out, Paul Atkins is in, but that took place 1 week ago. Like Paul Atkins is working there. He doesn't just walk in and say, hey, every single lawsuit against the crypto space, throw it out right now. That's not what he does, right? It's going to take a while for him to look. Think about how many lawsuits that they have. They have hundreds, if not thousands of lawsuits going on right now, and more in the crypto space. So he'll probably look at the XRP one first, right? The most high profile one, but he's not going to be able to go through every single lawsuit with Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, and throw them out right away. So there are a lot of ongoing lawsuits. You can expect some of them to finish up, some of them to wrap up, but ultimately it's going to take some time for him to go through all of them. But I would imagine that at some point, like the bad ones, the ones that don't make any sense, like the XRP one, will get thrown out.
I hope so. I mean, that'd be fantastic. Honestly, I don't hope that they stop going after people that should be gone after, but I think that, these big high profile cases that are kind of stunting the crypto industry will go away.
Yeah. Crime is not legal. Like as I'm seeing, everyone say like crime is legal. Just because Donald Trump launched a meme coin doesn't mean that everyone can scam, and, exchanges can just steal your money and pull a Celsius, Voyager, FTX. Crime is not legal. The SEC is still there to enforce. But hopefully I do feel like the SEC had this like vendetta against the crypto space, and Gary Gensler did as well. They sued everyone. Even Coinbase publicly was like, hey, we've been asking the SEC for help. They haven't answered our questions. But if exchanges did things wrong, they should still get in trouble. If people do things wrong, they should still get in trouble. If people are scamming people, they should still get in trouble. The SEC is the governing body over that. Just because Trump's in, he launched a meme coin. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, we're free to do whatever we want. It's just not the case.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to have this conversation with you, Jake, right now, because this has been a huge, thing with XRP and Bitcoin and stuff like that. So we know that XRP, donated, or Chris Larson, co-founder, donated a bunch to Kamala Harris. And, obviously XRP is coming out. A lot of people are coming out of the woodwork saying that XRP has been trying to stop the strategic Bitcoin reserve from happening because they want to be seen as a world reserve currency, because Bitcoin was created for peer-to-peer payments. Like Bitcoin was created for, like, I pay you for things, but we see it as a store of value. Obviously XRP wants to be reserve currency or something like that, like some sort of world currency that uses Swift banking. What do you think about that? Do you think that XRP is really trying to stop a strategic Bitcoin reserve? Or do you think that it's just fucking people fighting over bullshit? Because there's a lot of beef right now. People do not like XRP right now. I've been reading the comments. People do not fuck with some XRP right now.
Depends who you believe, right? When you watch Jack Mallers' video, who's one of the biggest proponents of Bitcoin, he literally says that XRP has been campaigning and paying, spending, fundraising millions of dollars to stop a strategic Bitcoin reserve. As you know, Donald Trump said he was going to do a strategic Bitcoin reserve, right? We all expected that to come. Now what did they announce? A digital asset stockpile, which it is cause for concern, because we saw those pictures with Brad Garlinghouse, right, where he met with Brad Garlinghouse. And I mean, that's a big difference, right? For the United States of America to buy a large portion of Bitcoin and hold that as a strategic reserve, rather than having a digital asset stockpile. That is a huge difference.
Yeah.
And did Trump ever promise that? Did he ever say anything about a Bitcoin strategic reserve?
Well, I don't think so directly, but here's the thing. And you made a good point that the Ripple guys are very rich. I mean, if you look at how much they've been selling through the years, they've been making a ton of money, right? And I like doing Ripple content, but I'm not fucking stupid here, okay? And you gotta think about, like, how rich these guys are. And Trump, obviously, politicians, they'll do anything to get elected, right? In my opinion. But I think he does genuinely care about the crypto space. But when you think about things long term, and you think about what Trump said about Bitcoin, in 2017, does it really matter, like, in the future, what he does, for him personally, if he's getting paid and those sorts of, I mean, we don't know, right? But that's the drama right now, that we don't have a strategic Bitcoin reserve. We have a crypto stockpile, right? Which is like, it's a bunch of different cryptos. I think it's great. It's good to diversify. But if you're worried about getting us out of debt, and that's the reason why we want a strategic Bitcoin reserve, you got to go with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's deflationary, obviously digital gold.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's very complicated, but
my take.
Go ahead.
I think it's bullish for crypto, right? Because I don't only hold Bitcoin. I hold Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. I hold all of these different tokens. So if the US does have a digital stockpile and buys Solana, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, it's bullish for crypto. I understand why Bitcoin maxis are very upset, but as a crypto investor, right? I'm a crypto investor. I'm not a Bitcoin investor. I'm probably a little bit too degenerate for what I should be. I buy way too many meme coins, and I probably need especially on days like this, I'm like, fuck, do I keep buying more? But here's the thing. Having a digital asset stockpile, I believe, in this new day and age in 2025 is actually bullish for crypto, and more bullish for the majority of crypto investors, rather than just having a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Just that. I
think so too. I think it can be, especially short term, because it shows like, hey, if the government or Trump or whoever is buying this, if they buy some XRP or World Liberty Finance, right? They buy some XRP here, or they buy some Avalanche here. It just it's like a kind of like they're signing off on it, So yeah, very interesting. And check this news out from Cointelegraph. It says, breaking: Ripple secures money transmitter license in New York and Texas, bringing its total U.S. licenses to over 50. So obviously, Ripple, they want to be a form.
Wait, they have 50?
Over 50. So I think it's like different. So license in New York and Texas. So maybe different counties and cities, because if it's over 50, it doesn't make any sense, It can only be 50 if it's states, but if you go to the comments, people are like, I hate this coin. I will never buy XRP. Bitcoin doesn't need this. But some people love Ripple and those sorts of things. But if you think about it, and I sat there and thought about this, Jake, if you think about what XRP is trying to do, right? If you want to minimize my screen here, that was Twilight Zone. If Bitcoin was created for peer-to-peer transaction, and XRP wants to be something that rivals Swift, yeah, maybe they do try to snuff it out. And I thought about that. I was like, because Bitcoin was made for that. But the thing Bitcoin doesn't has that XRP doesn't is a CEO, a leader. It just is. It's lines of code that exist. There's no bad publicity or good. I mean, maybe there is, right? But that's interesting to me. And I think in the long run, and I love XRP, Bitcoin, it wins every time. So
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I think in a perfect world, a strategic Bitcoin reserve could have happened, and it wouldn't have affected XRP people too much. But the fact that like Senator Loomis and other people, RFK Jr., I don't know if it ever came out of Trump's mouth. I don't think he ever said, I'm going to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve on day one. I think other people around him did, and just the crypto space took it as that. But yeah, when they announced that we were going to be having a digital asset stockpile, a lot of people got upset, and a lot of people were pointing fingers. Look, we don't know if it's true, Rodney. Yeah. We don't know if it's true that Brad Garlinghouse and other people from Ripple have been fundraising and paying millions of dollars to not have a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
Yeah.
But
so I'm laughing at NFL memes.
What? Show us. What do you got?
This one, Taylor Swift tonight.
Taylor Swift tonight. Oh my God.
But
that's wild. How about those? You watched the games last night?
Fuck, I watched the game. Both the teams I wanted to win didn't win, dude. I mean,
who'd you want to win? Bills and Redskins?
Commanders, yeah. Oh, yeah. Redskins. I know.
You know, it's funny. This is actually kind of geeks. I was at the coffee shop today, and I was telling them about the show American Primeval, right?
Yeah.
And this is like a holier than thou moment, but not really. This was just kind of being politically correct. It might be some DEI woke shit I need to work on, but I'm like talking about American Primeval, and it's about the settlers, the Mormons, the Native Americans, and all these people kind of battling it out. But anyway, so I go, you guys got to watch this show, American Primeval. And the guy that's working is like, is that the show about the Indians? And I was like, yeah, it's the show about the settlers, the Native Americans. And he's like, oh, sorry, Native Americans. I'm like, no. But it just kind of felt bad, It's like, Indian is kind of like a derogatory term.
Is it red dot Indian or like
for Native Americans? Like, yeah. But I just thought like it was like almost because I talk shit all the time. And I didn't mean to be more politically correct, but it's like he said Indians, but I didn't want to say it back because it is Native Americans, And after watching this show, you do sympathize with them a little bit more. You're like, oh my God, we just came into their land and stole everything, dude. It's so fucked.
And we called it manifest destiny. We're like, you know what? God said this. I mean, to be fair though, they did sell a lot of their land for like a high five and a ham sandwich. A lot of those motherfuckers are just like, yeah, here you go. Don't need it.
Dude, that was not that long ago. That was like 170 years ago. And now we got AI and Deepseek crashing our markets. Like, what is this shit, dude? Like, but honestly, regardless, I will take Deepseek crashing our markets any day than living back in those times. Like, it was rough times back then. But the Native Americans just wanted peace, dude. And the whites just wanted to conquer, which you can't blame them. That's just the history of, that's just the nature of the world.
The world. I was watching.
Like you get a little bit of land, you want more, you want more, you keep pushing back, you have war. But even the Mormon church, bro, and Brigham Young is a big character in this show. I don't know how accurate it is, but he was not the best guy. The Mormon church,
no,
they kill a lot too.
Lives for fucking kids. Mormons are weird, bro. Fucking strange. I think like they did strange, very strange. I mean, if you're Mormon, whatever, but I think it's strange. You know what I mean?
Probably not too many Mormons watching right now. If they are, you're welcome. You know who is nice? The Jehovah's Witnesses. All right, we saw them here. They had like a little conference here.
They're so nice. Weird.
They were too nice. They were like kind of brainwashed, like. And if you're Jehovah's Witness, sorry, just the people that we saw were just a little bit too nice for our liking. All right, we like them. We like people a little bit more mean. Roddy, Bitcoin down below $100,000.
Oh my God, this stream is bearish. Stream is
$3,000. XRP pumping.
Yeah,
you fudding XRP is pumping. Let's see how your FUD on MLG worked up. Down a little bit today.
I'm not saying MLG is bad, and I know some people in the comments are butthurt about it. I just say it's not my cup of tea.
That's fine. Look, I own MLG. I'm a big holder. I like it. I think it's going to do well. I don't care what Rodney's my best friend. I work with him every day. He doesn't have to like every project I like. Like it's who cares? He's not talking bad about it. Like he's answering it truthfully.
Wrong on some plays, you know what I mean?
You should respect that. Like you shouldn't want someone to be on like and that's why honestly, Rodney.
Come at me, a little channel boys. Fuck MLG. Just kidding.
No, that's probably why your channel, like at the beginning, remember last cycle, why it grew so much is because you were calling shit out. You weren't just like, oh my God, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I care less about people. I mean, like the thing is, like, people are gonna have opinions, and it's okay to have your own opinion. And sometimes, if you go against the grain a little, it's not even going against the grain. It's just having an opinion about something. People just freak out. You know what I mean? But is it a bad idea to just? Is it a bad idea to put a quarter of my net worth into Trump right now? I think it's going to be fine. I don't know, but I think it's going to be fine. I can't imagine something like that would rug or do bad because of who he is,
And the people that support it. I'm just looking around, like all of the people that I like that make a lot of money in crypto are buying that meme coin, right? Like They love that meme coin. I like it because but you do have risk. Like what I really think happened is it launched, it ran to a $10-15 billion market cap. A lot of people got in on that run up. He launched Melania. They saw their market go, like how many people sold Trump at a loss? Majority.
A lot.
Majority. The people that are still holding are the ones that are still in. Well, this is weird. I can see the chat on the actual screen. I'm using a different monitor today, but I think Trump will be fine. I think it's going to pump, and I think it will be right. I think it still has a chance to be the first meme coin to 100 billion, but if not, we'll settle with 50 billion on the market cap for Trump.
I'm not so sold on them beating Dogecoin. I think they're going to be huge. I like Elon Musk and Doge and then Trump kind of competing for like the top meme coins. You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting. I just can't imagine, Elon Musk would lay down like that, right? You're going to lay down, you're going to fight. You know what I mean? Kind of vibe.
What's chat think?
Speaking about top blasting, Jake, MicroStrategy top blasting more Bitcoin. Thoughts? Of course, right?
I just saw that. Yeah. I mean, it's bullish. We need him. Then again, is Michael Saylor the hero that we thought? He's really just using fucking free money. It's like borrowed money to buy Bitcoin. Like if I honestly, bro, if I was just getting billions of dollars, I would buy that shit too. It's just free money. But I like it. I mean, he's a big catalyst for us. And I think it's going to pay off to be good. Honestly, I was listening to a podcast yesterday while I was on a walk.
Michael Saylor's a G, bro. Michael Saylor's a G.
He's a G. I respect him a lot. But I was listening to a podcast on a walk, and it's like, they were like, if you don't have 100 Bitcoin, you're a bitch.
God damn. God damn. 100?
It was Andrew Tate, actually. He was talking about it. But
fucking idiot, dude. I wish I could fucking fight. I would smoke that motherfucker, bro.
He's got a point, though.
If you have 100 Bitcoin, you're a loser. This nigga was calling crypto fucking gay and lame a year ago. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? This guy's so fucking corny. He's a Chad, though. He's a Chad. But it's fucking corny. Don't shit on people who can't have 100 Bitcoin, Jesus fucking Christ. That guy pisses me off, bro. He blocked you. What a crazy motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. I mean, but I was listening to it, and he was like, look, if you are not putting your money into Bitcoin, like he was saying, like, I told you guys at 3K, I told you guys at 10K. I'm like, no, you did not.
You did not.
I think the moral of the story is like, dude, Bitcoin will be here forever. Bitcoin will keep going up. Yes. We have these ebbs and flows, guys. If anyone's new here, I mean, how many streams, Rodney, have we done where we're like, crypto's pumping, we're going to the moon? And then how many streams have we done like, oh my God, we're crashing? Like, it's just the ebbs and flows of a bull. First off, we're still trading above $100,000. People need to stop panicking. We're still above $100,000 Bitcoin. Even if we go, I mean, 2.5 months ago, we were at $65,000. We're still looking very good. We're still looking very bullish. But this is the natural ebbs and flows of a bull run. You go up, you go down. Jerome Powell comes out and says, we can't own crypto. You crash. You go back up for election day. And then some Chinese company, AI company, crashes the markets. Like, it's just the natural ebbs and flows. Shout out to CEO of Booty. Good comments all day.
Yeah, absolutely fucking hilarious. I'm trying not to laugh, dude. But, I mean, the thing is, like, with our content, we're talking about the markets pumping and dumping because that's, titles, captions, but we're never telling people, oh, you're lame for buying crypto. Like, we're always big pro crypto. Like, we've been super bullish on meme coins and especially Bitcoin now more than ever. Once you learn more about Bitcoin, you understand how important it is. But yeah, I mean, we like these days, we used to pray for days like these. You know what I mean? We used to pray for them. And even if the market, I mean, you see a bunch of bears out there saying the market's due for another 20% correction, 70K Bitcoin, maybe. But you know what that means? Everything else is going to dump with it. And you know what that means? It's going to be at a discount. You know what I mean? There's one thing that we're always going to do when the market dumps is we're going to be scared a little bit, but we're going to buy the blood because that's where the money is made, And most people
I did today. I bought more SPX. I bought more Giga. I put my money where my mouth is. I wanted to buy some other meme coins, but I'm like, fuck. I'm already in too deep on these, I'm like, either they recover and we're good or not, But I did buy more SPX. I did buy more Giga. I don't know if I'm just drinking Murad's Kool-Aid or what's going on, but I think that those are going to be good. But yeah, I mean, dude, we're in a bull run. It's going to be exciting next 10 months. But it is always good to think about an exit strategy. But, on days like this, when you see the portfolio go down, you're kind of like, oh shit, like maybe I should have taken more profits. I mean, is it the time to take profits at a $3,200 ETH and a $250 SOL? Is that the time to kind of dollar cost out a little bit, put some money into stables a little bit?
I mean, I don't know people's average prices. I don't know how much because obviously if you're buying, obviously if you're buying fucking, Solana at $230, $230, right? But you're buying $1 million worth of it, then maybe it's nice to take some profits when it hits, 270 or something like that. But if you're buying a small amount, it's all relative, I would say though, one of the most important things right now, guys, when you're buying meme coins, right? These quick flip meme coins, if you're in the trenches, if you're grinding, take profits when you're up. Consider it, because a lot of these guys are gonna fucking rug, and you're never gonna make your money back. So if you're a degen, just make sure that if you're gonna make money, if you're up, you're up. Sometimes you're up. So take a little bit of profits and those sorts of things.
Yep, I agree. I mean,
but for big cryptos, I mean, who cares, right?
What's that?
For big cryptos, like unless you're like making a ton of money, like why take profit?
It's better to hold. Yeah, I mean, it's better to hold long term. Unless you have to pay. Like for me, if I have to pay my rent, I'll sell a little bit of ETH to pay my rent. Right, like that's how much I'm in crypto. I have like no cash on hand. Sure. But when it comes to meme coins, quick flips, I mean, dude, some are here for a good time, not a long time. Some will be 2 hours. Some will be an hour. Like it's fucking nuts. Other ones are longer term plays, and by longer term plays, I mean however long the length of the cycle we think it's going to be. And for me, I still think we're on track for around October, Rodney. It might be a little bit earlier, but I don't think that this is it. Like I had a lot of people calling for the bull run to be over in January. I don't think this is it. I think that we go much, much, much higher. But how crazy, dude, we had so much positive stuff happen in the crypto space in the past week with Donald Trump. I mean, they announced a digital stockpile. He signed a lot of executive orders for cryptocurrency to make this the crypto capital of the world. Eric Trump tweeted out or talked about it. I don't know. It was Yahoo Finance article saying that there's going to be 0% capital gains taxes on U.S.-based cryptocurrencies. And there's a lot, Rodney. There are a lot of U.S.-based cryptocurrencies. XRP, Solana, SWI, XLM, HBAR, obviously the Trump token.
Yeah.
So there was so much bullish catalyst for crypto in the past week, and there was no price action. Do you think it's going to be kind of like not a buy the rumor, sell the news event, but something like the Bitcoin ETS where we see that price action come in a little bit later?
Loading up. We're getting ready to springboard, baby. Getting ready to send. That's what I think. I mean, if you want to pull up my screen here, I mean, Jake, you make your points. It's like it's all been positive news. And so bullish Trump's pro crypto executive order sparks $1.9 billion in inflows to crypto ETPs, making the third consecutive week of growth. And I think that a lot of people kind of see the writing on the wall with crypto. It's one of those things where like so much is happening for crypto. I think like there's a bunch of people buying, buying the news or buying the rumor. There's a bunch of people selling the news and those sorts of things. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be bullish, right? And I love this from Robert Kiyosaki, obviously the author of one of the biggest financial books, right? Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's been a big Bitcoin guy, right? But I love this quote from him. So he says, "Bitcoin will boom, boom, boom. Get on board while you can. Even one Satoshi will make you rich, while millions lose everything." Because who knows how like our society and civilization is going to look if the dollar crashes and those sorts of things. But if you got Bitcoin, right, digital gold, I mean, because obviously real gold, yeah, great, but you can't travel with it. You can travel with $10 billion in Bitcoin. No one will even know, So buy Bitcoin when you can. The crypto revolution is here. So
by the dip. King Solana with a good point. You have no cash to pay your rent, but you are buying dips? Yes, because all of my money is in crypto. So when a token like SPX dips, you put ETH into it. When a token like Giga dips, you put Solana into it. Glad I could help you out with that.
Yeah. So I think what he means is like, a lot of people like with centralized exchanges, they pull from like their bank account and those sorts of things from like a regular 2-week paycheck. Obviously, people get paid differently. We got ad revenue for different things, whatever. We won't get into what we get paid. But one thing that I always do, and I always try to do, is that when I'm buying a shit coin, a meme coin that I don't think is going to be around for a long time, if I'm making like a 2x on it, I sell a lot of it. And then I put it into their native coin, which is Solana, Ethereum, SWI, or something like that. Then I hold that, to buy some other dips with some favorite meme coins that I want, So yeah, a lot of different ways. Or we have stable coins,
Exactly. Yeah, you could have stable coins. But yeah, I mean, it's like I got into Solana. I was literally, I don't know if you guys followed me back in 2022. I was tweeting buying as much Solana as I can at $25. So I do have, Solana, Ethereum, and when my favorite meme coins dip, I do put more money in. I don't know if it's good. Like on days like today, that's when I know I'm right though, right? Whenever I don't feel like buying, like SPX is down 40% on the week, something like that. Like, go ahead and pull this up if I can. I got it.
Math is math.
So SPX is down 40% of the week. It's like, it's tough to buy. It is very, very tough to buy right here. It is tough, right? It sucks. It's so much easier when it has a massive green candle and you're like convicted and you think it's going to keep going up forever. It's harder to buy right here. Those are the days to buy. Giga, I think Giga did Giga run up to $1 billion plus market cap? I don't remember. But now it's at a $500 million market cap. It's hard to buy Giga. I don't know. It's worked for me so far. I mean, whenever I don't feel like buying, I want to buy. And whenever I feel like screenshotting and sending to people like, oh my God, look how high it's up, that's usually a good time to sell. It's worked for me so far. It's what I'll continue to do. God damn, how big is your house, bro? It must be a bull run. You've been in like 19 different areas.
Nigga.
I might have to
I'll tell you,
froze. Did I freeze?
Come run it, bro.
Bro, I might have to come out there, huh?
Dude, I have this place for a month, bro. You know,
how many beds you got?
Got 2, but one of the rooms has a bunk bed.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to come out. I might have to come out there and run it. It looks cool. Although I'll see you in like 3 weeks in the other location.
Yay! Over in the snow. Yeah. Crypto G, what's up, baby?
Is Crypto G in the house?
Gotta get Crypto G out.
Is that a new profile picture? Oh, hell no. She switched up a profile picture on us? Crypto G, are we bullish on UFD or what? Crypto G's been pumping it. I top blasted it.
Dude, yeah. Let's talk about Toshi real quick. Scarface makes a good point. Dude, how about Toshi getting listed on Coinbase, but not Brett? Bro.
Crazy. That one's crazy. Honestly, I'm gonna pull the Toshi chart because dude, this thing giga send and I mean, I think it went up to an $800+ million markup cap.
Yeah, crazy.
Holy shit! It dropped like 400 million overnight, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's the Coinbase listing. So Coinbase lists Toshi. I mean, what was it trading at? Let's just see. It's gonna be hard to tell the exact market cap, but what was it trading at here? Like 20, 30 million? On January 13th, it was at 20, 30 million, and it pumped to 800+ million last night, which is wild.
Could you imagine?
Wild. But I will just say this, and it's down a little bit. Obviously, anytime you run up like that and the markets take a hit, you can expect it to dump as well. But I will say congrats to Toshi. I think it's an amazing achievement to get listed on Coinbase. And were they at the on-chain summit? Anybody from the Toshi team? Did we meet them?
I don't remember. I don't think.
Congrats to them, though, dude. Honestly, they deserve it. They're obviously doing something right, and we saw.
Besides Mr. Miggles, I don't think there's any like large market cap.
Miggles is like 90 million. So Toshi must have been well below Miggles. But those holders must feel convicted after that listing. Will Brett happen? My vote is yes. I think a Brett listing is still inevitable in 2025. And Crash made some pretty good points. He said that the liquidity unlocks for Brett in February. And that might be one of the things that's holding Brett back from getting listed on Coinbase.
Good. We'll see it. You know, we're all about, you know, we're a spot where we want to see results, kind of vibe, you know what I mean? But that we'll definitely see, you know. What's up with Lofi? Yeah, Lofi, well, obviously, you know, so it says Asab El Uno says, I see the Lofi hoodie. What's up with Lofi? Yeah, so like most meme coins, like has pullback, you know. We saw with SPX had a 40% pullback. Like it's part of the game sometimes, you know. Sui as a network, it's good to look to as well. As like it's not been doing so hot either. It's at $3 and 50 cents, something like that. Its all-time high was $5. So just kind of pulling back. I think that Sui will pump and meme coins will pump with Sui. So, you know, just keep your eye out on that.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, dude, the whole Sui blockchain has been down. Cooler J, how'd you lose money on Toshi? It literally, when did you buy? That's the question. Did you buy after the Coinbase listing?
How did you lose money on Toshi? You must have got
800 million. It just pumped 1,000%.
Yeah.
I sell my Toshi in loss or hold. You know, we can't answer those questions.
What do you think about Ponky? Ponky's been interesting, bro. You know, I wish Ponky would, you know, do something.
What's it at, dude?
To be honest, like they're still posting, but you know, who knows what's going on with the dev team, you know? But you know, if you think about
it's not looking good.
Whoa, 94 million is crazy.
Yeah, this shit was at 450 million.
There's got to be something internally going on, because if you think about Ponky as a brand from the outside, I mean, it looked pretty damn good. I mean, they were kind of the trendsetters with like content, you know? And geez, big shit. Wow. There's got to be something going on internally. You know what I mean? There's got to be something.
They posted on the 25th, 24th. Ponky is powered by Solana. Ponky swap.xyz. So they have their swap out. I mean, yeah, under 100 million is pretty crazy. You know, that's 80%. And that's not 80% after like a massive pump, right? Like the first pump, like we're seeing with Trump and Pepe. That's like 80% in a solidified project. So you do hope to see it make a comeback here pretty soon, down 16% of the day. The rest of the market's down as well. Bitcoin below $100,000. ETH right below $3,100. I love all the Ponky vids. We'll keep them coming as long as we get updates for Ponky.
I think they meant from Ponky.
But Rodney, that is the stream. You're out in the mountains. I don't want to keep you too long. I think you got some snowboarding to do. Thanks for getting up early. We will be live every day this week, guys. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come follow the boys. Hopefully some more bullish updates this week. I don't imagine that this dip lasts long. What's up, Leslie? How you doing? Baby, hi. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Yeah, I don't imagine that this dip lasts long. I think that we're going to see some bullish times. Deepseek, not enough to cause trillions of dollars in damages to the markets, especially when they probably have NVIDIA chips. So we're going higher. The bull run's still on. The boys are going to be bringing you consistent news every single day. And we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you all tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.